Welcome to problem number 34 from the June 2015 Geometry Regents exam. Two-part question here. The first part, I'm just going to skip all the reading and get right to the math stuff. So in the first question, we're trying to find the distance between the park ranger station and the lifeguard station. So that's this black distance here. So of course we're dealing with a right-angled triangle. We know two of the three sides, and we're looking for the third. So we're going to be using the Pythagorean theorem. Since we're not looking for the hypotenuse, we're looking for one of the shorter sides, I'm going to look for the square root of the hypotenuse squared, so 0.55 squared, minus the leg we know, that's 0.25 squared, and calculating that to the nearest hundredth of a mile is 0.49 miles. Okay. For part two of this problem, we have to figure out if Gerald is correct when he thinks that the distance from the first aid station to the campground, so from here to here, is at least 1.5 miles. So to figure out if this is correct or not, we're going to be utilizing the altitude on hypotenuse theorem. Now we do know the altitude now has a height of 0.49 miles. We just figured that out from the first part of the question. And the altitude on hypotenuse theorem states that our altitude squared, so 0.49 squared, is going to be equal to, let me use a highlighter here, the green distance here multiplied by the blue distance here. Now that green distance we don't know, so I'm just going to label it as our x. Oh, let me use a different color. Okay, as our x. So the theorem states that our altitude squared is going to be equal to, in this case, 0.25 multiplied by x. So to solve for x, I'm going to divide by 0.25. Okay, so now x is going to be 0.49 squared divided by 0.25. If you type that into your calculator, we get 0.9604. Okay, so that's this green distance up here. So Gerald thought the total distance from the F to C in this diagram was at least 1.5 miles. Well, let's figure it out if he's right. We're going to take that x distance of 0.9604, add that blue distance we know to be 0.25 miles, and that gets us a total distance of 1.2104 miles. And that is less than his estimation, right? So we can say that's less than 1.5 miles. So we can say no. Gerald is wrong. All right, so that would be it for this video. Hope that was helpful, and thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.